Hi, I'm Taylor Jenkins, the 4-H agent in Iredell County. Thank you so much for joining us for our Keeping Cool refrigeration activity, part of Lesson 4 of the Moving Milk from Farm to Fridge curriculum. Milk requires you to keep it under 40 degrees Fahrenheit to prevent spoilage. Refrigerators do this for us, but what if the power goes out? Most farms have generators that provide electricity even if the power is out, so that farmers can keep the milk from their cows cold until it gets sent off to the processing plant. Some families have generators, but some families don't. What happens then if the power goes out at your house and you don't have a generator? Will your milk spoil immediately? Probably not, thanks to insulation. Refrigerators are able to keep food cold for a short amount of time, even with no power, because they are really good insulators. Good insulators include plastic, rubber, and glass. Air is also a great insulator, so refrigerators have many layers that trap in air. This prevents cold air from escaping and warm air from getting in to keep food safe. During this activity, we're going to be building our own mini cooler to experiment to see which materials provide the best insulation. We're going to be building our coolers and then putting an ice cube inside and measuring the temperature over 15 minutes to see how well your cooler holds in cold air and keeps that ice cube from melting. So join me. Go gather some materials from around your house and let's get to building our coolers. The materials that I'm using are a styrofoam cup, some masks because it's 2020, rubber bands, and then you'll also need a thermometer. I'm using a regular meat thermometer, and an ice cube, just one. I have a whole bowl here that I'll pick one out of, and a timer. I'm using my phone. So I am cutting down the cup so that it fits more snugly inside the other one, and this will be the basis of my cooler. So it wanted to pop out a little bit, but that's okay. That's why we have the rubber bands. So I'm going to get started wrapping this cup in the mask, and that will help insulate it. The point of this activity is for you to use whatever you have around your house, whether that's styrofoam cups, glass jars, socks, mittens, popsicle sticks, pipe cleaners, whatever you have, use it. Don't replicate my cooler, make your own and see how it goes. Get creative. Don't go out to the store and buy anything, just look around your house and see what you can find. So I am securing those masks around that cup for some extra insulation. Making sure they're on there nice and tight. I'm going to make sure that that fits like I want it to. Decide that I'm going to wrap the mask around the top here, and I'll go ahead and put in my ice cube. So I'll close it up and secure it with 2 rubber bands. Then I'll finish wrapping it, get it nice and insulated, trap all that cold air that the ice cube is going to make inside. We want to make sure that we are insulating our coolers well so that our ice cube melts as little as possible. You also have activity sheets where you can write down your scientific process and make predictions. So now I'm just poking that thermometer right through that styrofoam cup, and I'm going to take the initial reading, which was 72 degrees. And now I'm going to start my timer for 15 minutes. and that's when I'll come back and check the final temperature. Okay, we are at the end of our 15 minutes for our experiment, and my temperature dropped about 3 degrees. It was around, let's see, 72 at first, and now it's around 69 degrees in there. So it did insulate. I can feel it's pretty cool around the cup, especially on the bottom. So it didn't do fantastic. I hope y'all can do better. So I hope you enjoyed this activity. Make sure that you fill out your worksheet that goes along with it. Work on that worksheet throughout this process. If you want to, you can keep this experiment going for longer than 15 minutes. You can hear the ice cube in there. It's not fully melted. Why don't we actually open this up and see what it looks like? So it's not fully melted, so you can keep doing it every 15 minutes until it melts and see how far the temperature actually does drop. I think that would be a great addition to this experiment. Let's see. Oh yeah, it didn't melt much at all. I'm not sure if you can see in there or not. There's only a little bit of water that melted off, but it's pretty much the same size as it started out. So that's awesome. So it did insulate the ice cube very well. It just didn't drop the temperature too much, but that could be because of many different factors. It was a pretty big cup, so if it was a little bit smaller, I bet it would have cooled down the air inside a little bit faster. But yeah, have fun recreating this experiment. Try it with different materials. In the middle of the video, you heard some other ideas that you could use. Have fun with it. Let us know how it goes. See you next time.